What's up, Tiki Team? Welcome to the channel. My name's Spesh, helping you conquer the Horde. And as you know, we are just a few days away from Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies releasing to the world. But the question needs to be asked, is Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies doomed? Treyarch released a ton of new information about Vanguard Zombies and what's going to be coming, how the perk system works, and more inside of a new blog post they posted yesterday. And there is a lot of mixed emotions about all of the different things that they added to this. So in this video, we're going to go through everything I think isn't so great or maybe needs to be tweaked a little bit. And in the end, we'll find out, is Vanguard Zombies doomed? Make sure you watch all the way to the end of the video because I am going to have some counterpoints as well. Without further ado, let's get started. The very first thing that I want to point out in the blog post is starting with the Altar of Covenants. Now, we learned that there are 11 covenants inside of the game, and each one can be more powerful or less powerful depending on their rarity. Let's go through some of these covenants and tell me if any of them sound familiar. Bloodlust. Melee attacks do more damage and heal you. This was part of the melee tier system that was inside of Cold War Zombies already, so we didn't have to get a covenant to make this happen. We just already had it equipped once we leveled up our melees. Resurrectionist. Revive allies faster. Obviously, this is a part of Quick Revive, meaning that Quick Revive isn't going to have this classic feel to it where you revive allies faster. That was always the idea with Quick Revive way back in the day, and now you need a covenant to do it instead of having it be a part of Quick Revive. In fact, Quick Revive isn't even in the game. We'll get to that in a second, but let's keep going. Brain Rot and Cryo Freeze. We know what both of those things do. Obviously, those are AATs. They have been removed from the game as an AAT. You have to have a covenant to make this happen. Now, instead, you can't just always have an AAT with you. Death Blow. Critical kills return bullets to the clip. As far as I know, that one is absolutely new, and actually that is really cool. That sounds like a super cool addition that would have been great with like Deadshot Daiquiri or something like that. That one, well done, Treyarch. Ammo Gremlin. Stowed weapons refill ammo from stock automatically. That one is obviously a part of Mule Kick that we had inside of the game. Again, part of the tier tree for Mule Kick. We didn't even have to worry about that. Once we unlocked it, we had it for good. Dead Accurate. Consecutive hits on the same enemy do more damage. This one I believe was part of the tier tree for Deadshot Daiquiri. Then we have Splatterfest. Enemies killed by explosions may explode. This one kind of sounds like it could be part of Shatterblast, but honestly that's a new one. Pretty cool. Unholy Ground. Deal more damage while stationary. That reminds me of that one perk from Black Ops 4. I think it was called Stone Cold Stronghold. Don't quote me on that, but I actually am glad to see that coming back. Coal the Weak. Deal more damage to slowed or stunned enemies. This also may have been a part of Deadshot Daiquiri, but I don't know for sure. And then Motherload. A chance to keep equipment after using it. That was a part of the tier skill tree of Mule Kick. Out of all of those, there's maybe, what, 2 or 3 new things that we have never seen inside of Call of Duty Zombies before, and yet they're saying it's the most innovative and brand new system. All they did was just take different parts of the system they had in Cold War and split them up between different things, and now you can only have 3 covenants at a time, meaning that, like, if we were all perked out and had everything leveled up inside of Cold War, we would have had pretty much all of these. But now in this game, in Vanguard Zombies, you can only have 3. Now, with that being said, one of the reasons why I don't necessarily hate that too much is simply because it does make things a little more interesting. I'm not gonna lie, Cold War Zombies, when you had all of your Ethereum crystals and everything leveled up, you were basically a god. The game was super easy. I'm not really sure how much I liked that or how much I didn't like that, so I am interested to see about going in and building different kinds of loadouts around these covenants where we don't have the crutch perks where pretty much everything was a crutch perk in Cold War. Now we have to think a little bit more and strategize a bit when we go throughout our games instead of the mind-numbing round-based things that we did inside of Cold War. So the Covenant system is honestly, in my opinion, gonna make or break this game. I hope they add a bunch of new stuff to it because right now I'm not that impressed, but let's keep moving. Perks. We have 5 perks in this game. For some reason they don't use their normal names, they use different names, but let's go over them really quick. We have Fiendish Fortitude, that's Juggernog. Diabolic Damage, that is going to be Deadshot Daiquiri. We have Venomous Vigor, boosts health regeneration speed, that is obviously going to be a part of Quick Revive. Demonic Frenzy, that was going to be Speed Cola, and then Ethereal Haste, that was Stamina. So we have 5 perks inside of the game that are basically just the same as perks we've had before, but they changed the name for some reason. But they did change how perks work a lot compared to Cold War. every single perk that you buy, the base tier of it is free, and you can upgrade these tiers throughout your game. So let's say, for example, you bought Ethereal Haste Stamina. The first time you go and scoop up that goblet of the weird juice you're going to be drinking, it's going to be free. That'd be tier 1. And then at tier 2, it's going to cost you 2,500, tier 3 will cost you 5k, and tier 4 will cost you 7,500 essence. Now each of these upgrades is going to basically upgrade it by 25%, so if you're using Ethereal Haste, you're going to be moving 25% faster with each upgrade than you did before. People are saying that tier 4 Ethereal Haste is basically like you're moving with Stamina and Ether Shroud at the same time, which is really freaking fast, so that's kind of cool. Really what they did is they made the perks very, very basic once again, similar to how they used to be before Cold War Zombies. Whether or not this is a step forward or backwards, I really don't know. And when you go down, you don't lose your perks. So you can buy your 5 perks and keep them throughout the entirety of your game. However, when you go down, you do lose 1 tier for each of your perks. So let's say you have everything at tier 2, when you go down, all of your perks are gonna go back down to tier 1. Meaning that if you lost all your perks right there, you just lost like 12,500 points. Now another thing that's similar is going to be Pack-a-Punch. Gone are the skill tier trees for Pack-a-Punch, and instead, for weapons, we no longer have rarities. Now for weapons, there are 4 different colors of weapon. There is the Unpack-a-Punch tier, that's going to be gray. You have the Pack 1 is going to be blue, Pack 2 will be purple, and Pack 3 will be gold. Now, Pack-a-Punch, your first Pack-a-Punch costs you 7,500 points instead of 5,000. Literally the first time in Call of Duty history that Pack-a-Punch has not been 5,000 points. So now, more often than not, all weapons you see are going to be like a gray rarity or a white rarity. Unpack-a-Punch, that's what that means. But you can get Pack-a-Punch weapons from different bosses around the maps as well as from the mystery box. So I don't know about you, but it sounds like we're going to be spending a ton of essence between perks as well as Pack-a-Punch. And another thing to go along with that, which is super interesting, is we're not playing on the normal point system that we have in round-based maps. No. Instead, we're playing on the Outbreak point system, which if you've ever played Outbreak, it takes a million years to get points in Outbreak. Now, to counteract this for us having to spend so many points, they removed wall buys, and they also removed paying for doors inside of this game. Meaning in Daron Fong, you're not going to have any doors to open, and you can't buy any weapons off of the wall. Which sure, saves you some points here in the beginning, but realistically, you're going to be spending so many points on upgrading everything that you're using, it's going to be absolutely insane. Honestly, this one, I don't know how I feel about any of this. I'm kind of bummed out about this part of the system compared to how I was with the Covenants. This just feels like a really dumbed down version of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's system, and I really don't have anything good to say about it. Next up, we got information for Season 1 and beyond, and this is where people are going to lose it, and myself included. There will not be a main quest for Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies until after Season 1's release, meaning that we will probably not have a main quest at all in 2021. Now, on one hand, this means that really sucks. The last main quest we got would have been for Forsaken back in October, and now we're not getting another main quest until possibly January of next year. Ideally, they're still going to hide a bunch of little side Easter eggs around the map just to make things a little bit more interesting. Otherwise, I feel like we're going to get really bored in this mode really, really fast. And of course, people are going to hate on this, but I kind of understand it from Treyarch's point of view. I mean, they were just thrust into making this game, and they are making it with a whole new system in mind. They have to figure out how to incorporate a main quest Easter egg into that system. Not only have Treyarch never made a zombies mode like this, but now they're trying to make an Easter egg based around that zombies mode, and I can't even imagine how that would work. I feel like it would have to be some sort of weird hybrid between a round-based map and an Outbreak map in terms of Easter eggs, where maybe you're in a Shinonuma and you have to play a radio and Ravenov talks to you through a phone. I'm having war flashbacks. I honestly just really don't know. So is Vanguard Zombies doomed? I'm gonna say on a scale of 1, meaning that it is doomed, and 10, meaning that it is not doomed, I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna say we're starting to lean towards doomed here. But with that being said, I am incredibly excited to play it and figure this out because I know that Treyarch put a lot of work into this, and while it may feel rushed, it is going to be super fun to play and it looks incredible. And I'm very open to something new. So right now I'm at a 4, but when I play it later this week, that could easily jump up to like a 6 or a 7, where then I don't think it's as doomed as I once thought. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. I want to give a big shout out to all the channel members over on the channel, and an extra special shout out to all of the Zombie Richtofen members, starting off with hashtag BestMod, Strict Archer, the quippest man in the Southern Hemisphere, Commander_Quip, and the man, the myth, the legend, Tis Brandon ZR.